Good evening. Tonight I'm going to be cooking a recipe called colorful chicken casserole. I'm not sure what I'll call it makes it colorful. There are green peas in it and yellow corn, but other than that, it's yellow cheese, and I don't know what makes it so colorful, but that's what they call it. And when I finished the last round of cooking, because I cook a whole bunch of recipes at once and then post them 1 month at a time. But sorry to break the illusion. But anyway, when I finished that round of cooking, I thought to myself I should really research the recipes and come up with some healthy recipes. Not that the old recipes were all that bad, but just trying to get healthier recipes out. But time kind of snuck up on me, so I just kind of picked recipes at random as I can catch them. So we'll go ahead and go over this recipe. I haven't plugged it in my calorie counter yet, so not sure if it's all that healthy or not. So we'll see here in a second. Well, a couple minutes. But anyway, let's get started. Okay, and here's the ingredients of the recipe. It's quite a little bit more than I'd usually. I guess there's not a whole lot to it, but let me go ahead and go over the different ingredients and the price I paid for them. Calls for 1 cup of celery. I'm pretty sure I'll get more than 1 cup out of that, but I didn't have any celery, so I had to pick up $1.69 for the celery. 1 cup of bell pepper. The bell pepper was 89 cents. Fred already had the onion, but it came in a bag of $3, I think. It was when I picked it up. That was a while ago, and there was more than 1 onion in it, so I don't remember how much I paid for the onion. The butter I already had on hand. I'm pretty sure most people already have that on hand anyway. So it's 2 tablespoons of butter. 1 cup of broth. Used most of the can, so I'll go ahead and give you the price of the can. It was 50 cents for the can of broth. 1 cup of frozen corn and 1 cup of frozen peas. Those were $1 a piece. Again, there's more than that and more than 1 cup in each bag of vegetables, but I had to buy it, so that's what I paid for it. 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt and 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper. I already had those on hand. That's seasoned salt, that's why it looks reddish. 3 cups of chicken. I thought I was saving money by buying these cans of chicken, but ended up being $7.17 for 3 cans of chicken. It's supposed to be 3 cups, and I wasn't sure how much chicken it was for 3 cups of chicken out of the breast. So I thought I'll just save some time and energy, and I thought money too, but looked like it. Besides, this canned chicken's full of sodium and preservatives and all that kind of good stuff. But anyway, 7 ounces of spaghetti, which is $1 of spaghetti. 4.5 ounces of mushrooms. It calls for a jar of mushrooms, but I don't see a difference between a jar and a can of mushrooms. And about 1 cup of cheese. Again, the cheese came in a 8 cup bag, so it's about $1.25 worth of cheese. So all together, it looks like it's about $15 for the whole recipe here. And it's an 8 serving recipe, so it's about $1.94, about $2 a serving. So not bad. Definitely better than what you'll get in your restaurant or a fast food joint. So we'll go ahead and get to cutting that up and getting the spaghetti cooked up, because the recipe calls the spaghetti already cooked and cut up and stuff like that. So we'll get to that. Okay, I got the celery and pepper and onion cut up for it. Unfortunately, I had to whip out another bell pepper, so that's makes it a little over $16 for the whole meal. Still cheaper than what you get at fast food, considering it has like 3 major food groups and 8 servings, so it's a little over $2 a serving. So the first real step, other than cooking the spaghetti, sorry, forgot the word there for a second, is to saute the, veggies, the pepper, the celery, pepper, and onions in butter until they're tender. I can't talk tonight, but got good chunk of the butter melted here, so I'll go ahead and start adding the stuff in. Celery, onion, bell pepper, and onion. Just get those up, let those cook for a while until they get nice and tender again. Man, this, I just can't tell right. I can just tell right now it's gonna smell amazing while this is cooking. So we'll let those cook. I'll do what I think is sautéing. Is I think that's while you cook it on medium-high heat while you stir up a lot. I'm pretty sure someone's gonna call me out on that, but I am not a professional at this. So let's see what we can get cut off for now. So see you in a minute. Alright, this has been cooking for a fair amount of time now, so it's starting to get cooked and stuff. I think I got a little too hot because some pieces are burning a little. Oh well, got distracted a bit. Anyway, now that the veggies are getting tender, go ahead and add the broth. The corn. Most of the corn, and the peas. Oh, that came out. There we go. The peas. Go ahead and get that stirred up and let that get heated through. Let's see, that's all. No one we seated during thrilling to stir it. See, anyway, get that leveled out so it'll heat evenly. Anyway, we'll go ahead and let that heat up, and then we'll come back to it. Fairly confident that it's heated through now, so we'll go ahead and add the chicken. And I don't think this pan is big enough for. Oh well, I'll make it work. Mix in the chicken, and then I'll mix in the spaghetti. I think I'll need both hands with that, so give me 1 second. And one of these days I'm going to learn just to start out with this big pan. But yeah, I got the noodles stirred in. Kind of looks like a big pot of ramen right now, but that's just me. Yeah, now I got the spaghetti and peas and corn. Okay, now I'll go ahead and add the salt and pepper. Yeah, the salt and pepper the salt anyway is optional, but since all ingredients were like reduced sodium and no salt added and stuff like that, I just went ahead and added the salt and it's stirred up, and hopefully I'll leave the camera on the action. Okay, unfortunately the next step is to divide evenly into two 11 by 7 baking pans. Unfortunately I only have one. I might be completely boogering up this recipe, but I'm going to go ahead and do it all together in one pan. Mainly because I don't want to be up all night cooking. But let me go ahead and add the cheese over the top here. And I'll add the mushrooms over that. Ooh, they're all slimy. Try to get them a little more spread out than that. Grab a hold of them. There we go. These are not spreading out. I'll work on my technique. those don't taste very good. Just plain. Ugh. Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, I'll cover that with aluminum foil and bake for about 20 minutes. So I'll go ahead and get that covered up and put it in the oven. Alright, and just have it in there. Mind my dirty oven. I forgot to clean it out. But anyway, yeah, just gonna bake that for 20 minutes like that, and then uncover it and bake it for another 10 minutes. So, okay, it's been about 20 minutes now, so I'll go ahead and, this is a heat resistant glove, so I'll go ahead and pull that out, pull that off. Looks and smells alright. It kind of smells like peas and mushrooms. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and sit that back in there for another 10 minutes. So, here you go. I'm back. It's bad camera work, sorry about that. So, I'll set that in there for another 10 minutes. Alright, here's the finished product here. I think it's been about 10 minutes. I honestly forgot to set my timer for that one. More or less 10 minutes. They just said 10 minutes or until it's heated through. So that's what it looks like. Let me go ahead and go over the nutritional facts here. Just 1 second. Alright, go ahead and go over the calorie count here. I hope you forgive my computer. It kind of sounds like it's on the last leg. There's a fan that's kind of buzzing. But anyway, it's rated a C+ meal, or a recipe anyway. 294 calories per serving, with only 91 calories from fat. Total fat is 10.1 grams. Saturated fat is 4.9 grams. Cholesterol is 41 milligrams. Sodium 876 milligrams. Potassium 204 milligrams. Excuse me. 19.5 grams of carbohydrates. Now that is 3.3 grams of fiber, 4.2 grams of sugar, and protein is 28.9 grams. Has 21% vitamin A, 60% vitamin C, calcium 17%, and iron 13%. The good points, it's high in vitamin B6, very high in vitamin C. Just interesting. I need to find out what has vitamin C in it. Anyway, bad points, of course, high in sodium because of the canned chicken. I'm sure if I would have used regular chicken, it would have been better. But yeah, that's colorful chicken casserole. Not sure what else to say. I think that's all for tonight, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned next month for another recipe. Sundays are weigh-in videos, Mondays are vlog videos, Wednesdays are cosplay updates, and Saturdays are review videos. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comments are appreciated, especially with the recipes. I appreciate suggestions for recipes. So as always, thanks for watching. Have a good night.